All right, let's take a look at this. So we'll start out with plugging in 3 everywhere we see x, right? So let's see, what do we got here? I'll start down here. So f of 3 would be equal to -4 times 3 squared plus 6 times 3 plus 4. And so then we need to start doing our order of operations. So we'll start with squaring the 3, which will become a positive 9. Then we have plus 6 times 3 plus 4. Then our next is to multiply or divide from left to right. So we'll go ahead and do our multiplication here. So let's see, we get -36 plus 18 and then plus 4. So then what we'll want to do here is -36 plus a positive 18. Let's see, that will give us, what is that, -18 plus 4, which will give us a -14. So you were probably just slightly off somewhere on that. All right, let's look at f of x plus 7. This is probably the hardest one out of these three. So let's see, we're going to have -4 times x plus 7 squared, then plus 6 times x plus 7, and then we have our plus 4 right here. Okay, so order of operations, we have to take care of the power first. So there's two different ways you can do this. You could go ahead and break it apart and FOIL it, okay, which is fine. I'm going to put this in brackets, okay. Or there is a little shortcut that I've covered in earlier sections where basically you're going to square the first term, which that would create x squared. Then you multiply the two terms together and double it, which would be a plus 14x. And then you square the last term, 7 squared would be 49. So that's kind of the shortcut on how to do this. Now you could have distributed here, here, and so on. You'll end up with the same thing, but this is kind of the shortcut when you square a binomial. Square the first term, multiply the terms together and double it, and then square that second term to create your third value right here. Then let's see, what else do we need to do? So then, actually, let's go ahead and write what I still have here. We'll do the next step all together. All right, so then now you have to be careful that that -4, that -4 needs to get distributed to this whole thing that came out here, this quadratic, this trinomial right here. So we're gonna have to distribute it here, here, and here. And then same thing with here, I need to distribute the 6. So let's see, what do we end up with? -4x squared. Then let's see, that'll give us -56x. And then that will give us -196. Then when we distribute that 6, let's see, that'll give us plus 6x plus 42. And then don't forget about our plus 4 right there. So now it's time to combine any like terms we have. Well, this is the only x squared I have, so that goes first. Then we'll look at our x's. Let's see, we've got -56x and a plus 6x, so that'll come together as a -50x. Then the -196 plus 42, and then plus another 4 right there. That should altogether become a -150. So -150 when you put that all together. And so what I'm thinking is maybe you accidentally put yours as a minus instead of a plus 4. Maybe something happened there, because that would explain how this would become a -158 if you accidentally put that as a -4. So this would be our answer for this part. And then the last part, we're going to plug in -x. And so let's see, I guess I'll try to fit it right here. So f of -x, which by the way, -x is just the same thing as -1 times x. So that's just shorthand for -x. So let's see, we're going to have -4 times -x squared. then plus 6 times negative x. 6 times negative x, and then don't forget about a plus 4 right there. Okay, well, let's see. Whenever you square the negative x squared, that will become positive x squared right there. That's what happened there. So let's see, that's where this comes from right here. When you square it, the negative goes away. Then let's see, next we have 6 times the negative x, so that'll become a minus 6x when you kind of simplify that, a positive times a negative. We'll write that as minus 6x. And then you have your plus 4 on the very back end. So I'm not really sure what happened there. You probably just wrote something down wrong on your paper while you were working it, and that's what probably threw you off on these 3 problems, because other than that, it looked like you were pretty close on all of them. So I hope that helps. If you need anything else, just let me know.